5 instances where it's probably not a knee issue, it's more likely a knee issue. So this is one of our most popular posts on Instagram, so I'm gonna break it down for you guys so you can really get the details of why most of the time it's just programming, strength training, and training certain qualities of your knee to be able to handle the demands of what you wanna do, and it's not something structurally wrong with your knee. Number 1, your knee hurts when you run 30 minutes, but not when you run 25 minutes. It's not a knee issue, it's a capacity and endurance issue. If there is something structurally wrong with your knee would hurt not only at 15 minutes, but also 30 minutes of doing the same activity, which in this case is running. But if your knee doesn't hurt when you first begin to run and then the knee starts to have pain, then it's not likely that it's something in your knee. It's more likely that your knee couldn't handle the higher volumes of demands of work that goes into running, which is single leg strength, stability, impact, and absorption. So it might be the parts are things that you need to look at to build up so that now next time you run, it doesn't hurt at an hour, it hurts at 2 hours. And this way you can build it up and build out your volume from there. Number 2, your knee hurts when you do single leg squats, but not when you do double leg squats, so normal squats. It's not a knee issue, it's more likely a strength and stability issue. So when you're doing squats or deadlifts or anything that involves 2 legs, you really distribute the load a little bit more and you take balance and stability out of the equation. If you go to a single leg exercise and now your knee hurts, it's not necessarily that you're doing something that's much different in terms of what the knee has to do in terms of bending. So let's say you're doing a squat with 2 legs and you're doing a squat with 1 leg, the knee still has to bend and extend just like you're getting down and getting up. But what happens in a 1 leg version, a single leg squat to a bench, is you need more stability, you need more control, you need a little bit more strength. So if your knee hurts in that position, then it's not likely a knee issue, it's more like you need to train the parts that support single leg balance and single leg control. Number 3, your knee hurts when you go down a flight of stairs, but not when you go up a flight of stairs. It's not a knee issue, it's an eccentric control and strength issue. It's a lot more work going down the stairs because not only do you need more of a deeper angle of knee flexion, so that's already more work on your knee and your patella tendon and your kneecap, you also have to control your body weight going down with gravity. So it's just more control. Going up the stairs, you can use the railing, you can push off the back leg. You just need the shortening phase of your muscle contraction, which is the concentric part. And usually that's a lot easier on your knee because you don't need the deeper angles of knee flexion that you need when you're going over your toes and down the stairs. So a lot of times people would say that, oh, it hurts when I go down the stairs, but not when it goes up the stairs. That makes a lot of sense. It's still not necessarily your knee's fault. You can train all the things that go into the activity, and now in the future, going down the stairs can be just as good as going up the stairs. Number 4, your knee hurts when you train legs 4 times a week, this is really good, and doesn't hurt when you train legs 2 times a week. It's not a knee issue, it's a programming and load management issue. This one is almost a little bit of common sense. Sometimes too much of a good thing is not a good thing. If you're training your muscles in your legs, or you're running, or you're lifting and you're doing it 4 times a week and everything just hurts and aches, and you bring that back down to 2 times a week and things start to feel better, sometimes all you need is that load management where you're just taking a little bit of stress and work off that joint or the muscles and giving your body a time to actually recover and adapt and get better. Number 5, your knee hurts on landing after jumping off a box, but not when you jump onto a box. It's not a knee issue, it's a deceleration and force absorption issue. This is something that we see a lot where a lot of people will think that jumping up onto a box is more explosive, more powerful, you're training more muscles, you're getting more of a workout. Jumping off of a box and landing it almost seems silly and doesn't seem like a lot of work. So actually, oftentimes jumping up onto the box is easier. You just work on the power production, you bring the floor up to you and you dampen the absorption a little bit. Jumping off the box, you actually have to absorb all the amount of inches of box that you're jumping off of, which requires eccentric control, force absorption, and a lot of coordination in terms of, are you taking it more through your knees? Are you taking it more through your glutes? Are you taking it more through your ankles? So it's more skills involved and it's a harder training stimulus. So those are 5 instances where it's not always a knee issue structurally. Sometimes it's just a me issue, which means I need to work on load management, exercise selection, progressions and regressions of certain intensities of difficulty, and then gradually build a training program out from there. If you need help finding your base and your sweet spot starting point in your rehab and your training, reach out to our team at reloadpt.com.